we're going to watch one of Jonathan Kuminga's random games. This is the Ignite against the Salt Lake City Stars on February 27th. So let's give this a go. I have to admit that I watched a small number of Kuminga highlights, and it really hurt. A lot of ill-advised shots. So I'm hoping things will look a lot better in the full context of the game. So here we go. I'm not really sure why Kuminga's picking up the point guard, but it's a pretty good sign if he can keep up with point guards. So they have Kuminga again picking up the point of attack. This is someone no one told me about. He's got the little guy, and the little guy is just going to try to blow by him. Kuminga now is completely sideways, and this guy is facing forward, but somehow Kuminga keeps up with him and forces him to the sideline. That's pretty good. Okay, and now Kuminga gets nailed by screens. It's almost like Kuminga is the defensive stopper here. Okay, so now Kuminga switches, the Ignite switch everything. Kuminga doesn't want to give up covering number 11. Kuminga is now supposed to switch on to this guy who is ready and open. Kuminga, he's really deep in there. Maybe this is smart because number 20 is the big guy, and maybe the point guard can just drive right by number 20. Kuminga is saying, I gotta help out, but he is leaving a completely open three-point shot. I don't know if that guy can shoot it or not. So I don't know about that. Well, that shows defensive responsibility, at least. I get the feeling that in the game plan, Brian Shaw said, hey, Kuminga, you're the stopper. You got to make sure 11 doesn't get anything off the initial drive. And Kuminga's just like following him like a Doberman. But sometimes you got to stop following him when you're covering someone else. But I like the competitiveness. All right, Kuminga back to being the stopper. Look, this guy's like a foot shorter than him. Is it Farrell again? So we have this step-up screen. Kuminga will fight over it pretty well. This is like a Spain pick and roll. Come on, we're getting fancy in the G League here. So we had the person set the screen, and then he's going to cut. He's going to screen off the defender of the screener. There's a screen. This big is containing, and Kuminga is following. And I think Kuminga thinks that this is going to be a kind of show and recover. So he thinks the big is just going to stop the drive and then recover to this guy. But in the meantime, we have this secondary screen happening, the Spain screen. I think Jalen Green made the right move by trying to contain that tag, and Kuminga needed to get back out to that guy, and he and the defender needed to more cleanly negotiate whether to switch or not, because if this is a switch, then Kuminga would have stayed with this big guy. The big guy would have gotten that Spain screen, and then he and Jalen Green would have had to negotiate who's taking the big guy. But one way or the other, one of them would have stepped out to take this guy who's got a completely open shot. That's life. I want to know why is Kuminga on the point of attack? Why don't you put Jalen Green on him or someone smaller? I mean, I really like that they put Kuminga out there as the stopper, but I don't get this scheme. It's not a big vote of confidence in defense, to be honest here. Maybe it's just a really positive vote for Kuminga's defense. Okay, so they've got Kuminga on the point guard. I'm telling you, no one told me he was the defensive stopper. This is very promising. So they're going to screen him off. This is looking like another stack pick and roll because this guy looks like he's going to come up and maybe set a screen for the roller. Let's see what happens. The ball handler goes wide to try to force this guy to pick him up. So Kuminga has to switch to the roller. But this little guy is doing the stack pick and roll thing where he's nailing Kuminga with the screen. It's not really even a screen. It's like he's just getting in his way. Okay, they handled that one a lot better. I guess they might have talked in the huddle or something. But this time, Jalen Green follows this stack pick. I've lost track of what happened on the strong side here because I was just watching Kuminga following the roller here. And this defender is tagging in all the way from the weak corner. I don't know why there's so much space here for the ball handler. Hey, what's the worst that can happen? And, alright, he hits the open shot. I don't know what happened there. Okay, it looked like things were under control. Okay, there's screen number 1. Kuminga gets bumped off. Number 20, this is all under control right now. So this defender has guarded the man. Everything is okay. Things on the backside are under control. Where does it all go wrong? Okay, there's just ongoing communication problems between number 20 Govan and Kuminga because this guy's backing off as if to say, hey, I'm going to pick up the roller here and you can come over here and switch back to your man, come get your man. But Kuminga does not think that's happening at all. Kuminga is following the big guy. This guy is sinking in. and that just leaves this guy completely open. Yeah, Kuminga tries. He does try to recover as quickly as he can. That's just a good shot. But that's not defensive laziness, that's defensive confusion. So I definitely came into this film being told that Kuminga is lazy defensively, but I don't see that so far. It's still early in the game, but I just see specific defensive miscommunication, and it's all around switches with that one guy. I think we've seen this play before. You had this guy cutting through to the left side. This man is going to step up and set a screen, and then this fellow will lurk and then have the follow-up screen, the Spain stack screen. Okay, here it comes, just like clockwork. Wait, this is a new play. We haven't seen this play before. They're going to take the screen. There's this question, again, how do Kuminga and number 20 navigate this? So hopefully number 20 will switch hard, or Kuminga will fight through the screen so that number 20 can stay with his man. Oh, okay, he rejects the screen this time. Maybe because he saw Kuminga taking a step towards that. I mean, it's the same play they ran 2 possessions ago. Okay, so that didn't work. He should have stuck with the play. So he rejected the screen, and Kuminga picked him up and contained the drive very nicely. And then now, okay, he's just going to shoot it in oh, man. The play is number 15 is just going to shoot a 3 right in Jalen Green's face. All right, Kuminga picking up the point guard again. This is the same play again. They run this play 8 times in a row. You've got the man cutting through. You've got this person setting a screen. I don't know, maybe he'll have some variety and set the screen on this side. And then you've got this player who's going to follow up with the stack pick and roll to screen the roller. He's trying to set it on the right side of Kuminga. All right, they do take it. The whole soap opera is whether Kuminga and Govan, number 20, can properly coordinate this switch. They just have to decide. One person is going, either Kuminga stays with him or Govan stays with him. Then they have to navigate the stack screen. This guy's going to try to screen for the roller. All right, let's see what we got in the surprise box here. Oh, okay, so now Kuminga definitely thinks he's staying with the driver. Number 20 is kind of containing, and then I guess he's going to switch over to get the roller, and then hopefully Jalen Green will follow this stack screener. So Kuminga follows to pressure the driver. Number 20 contains and then turns to cover the roller. This pass, like the spacing is just not quite right, and the pass angle is not quite right, so it's hard for this guy to pick it up. In the subplot, Jalen Green did come out to stop the stack screener. He just forces it up. Okay, Kuminga with the rebound, good. Stuff that stat sheet. I don't know if this is fair, but so this is the exact same play we've been seeing over and over. The guy cuts through, Iverson cut. There's going to be some kind of screen here. This man comes in with the second screen, so it's the stack Spain screen. We've seen Kuminga in the play a number of times. There's sometimes been issues with the switching. They've usually recovered all right. And here, this is the way the play just works really cleanly. Kuminga is going to be out of the play because his man is cutting through to the corner. So this is how you defend it without Kuminga, and you have the same switching communication issues here. This communication saying, hey man, you got to cover my guy who's slipping, and then he doesn't cover him. I don't know if this is worse or not, but it's also chaotic. So Jarrett Jack says, hey man, you got to cover my guy. Nick says, no can do. I'm going to just hang around here and cover this person. So this should be instant dunk, right? This should be a pass and a dunk. But he doesn't quite see it. He still has a pretty good angle. That's not an easy bank shot, but the same switching miscommunication issues. So I think that this is just what happens when you have a team that doesn't have a lot of practice time and they're facing some non-trivial offense. I like how much communication is happening here. So you're Kuminga. You're probably a little bit annoyed by how the last couple of plays have gone. Stagger screen. Kuminga is talking and he's directing traffic with his arms. He's the one who can see where everyone's going on this play, so he's basically saying, get out of the way, I want the ball handler. He waved everyone off saying, take this man, I'm going to take him. Everyone's matched up, so nothing happened with this screen. Kuminga wants this matchup. I like this. I'm the stopper, I want the point guard. The point guard does a little give and go. Good communication here. Kuminga's pointing and talking to this guy. Is that Nix? And he says, all right, You switch. We're not going to mess up any more switches. This fellow's going to take number 4, and Kuminga's going to take this fellow. Okay, good communication. Okay, more communication. So Kuminga is really talking here. I love to see that. This is not lazy defense. I wouldn't blame him if he was a little tired, but you just saw him talking and staring at Jack, telling him to pick up this person. I'm going to trail this player. That's what happens. Good communication. And I like how he's just directing traffic. Kuminga's watching the play unfold. Everything might be under control. It's a little unclear. I think he's wondering, should I rotate to stop this driver? Because it looks like he might get past this fellow. I don't know if Jalen Green's going to rotate over here. This is a pretty small lineup they're playing. Kuminga's playing center in this lineup. Kuminga says, no, I've got to cover this fellow on the perimeter. Drive stopped. Okay, tricky hard shot. All right, Kuminga gets ISO'd over here. He goes for the shot fake. Good, no foul. And he gets crossed over. Kuminga's body is going this way. It's almost like he's trying to contain this driver to keep him here to the help. But nope, the guy gets by him to the left. Kuminga recovers really fast. I like that. There's help rotating anyway. But Kuminga is keeping him contained. He would have stopped him himself at this rate. Yeah, so he gets him contained anyway. The help is welcome, but that means someone's open, right? Okay, reset. Alright, this turns into an ISO, 6 on the clock. So Kuminga has an advantage because he knows the shot has to come up. He does a little bit of a closeout, and he lands with balance. He's turned this way, so the man makes a good move to cross him and get to his other side, but he swivels really fast and recovers. He was there to contest that guy's drive. Player tries to step back, and Kuminga, on balance, contests this super well. I mean, I think he got a piece of that, or that was a pretty bad shot under duress. Yeah, they're saying Kuminga blocked it. I don't shoot that badly, but this looks like one of these two-sided screens, but this man just immediately slips the screen and goes straight to the basket. Vam. So Jalen Green and whoever that guy is completely messed up that switch. This guy's completely free. The only one who can contest him is Kuminga. So Kuminga has to be alert and ready to switch over, which he does. He's loading up, ready to block this thing. I like this. He doesn't get up in the air on that semi-shot fake, so the guy ends up kicking it to Kuminga's man, who had relocated to the corner. I don't think Kuminga's defense is lazy at all. I mean, on this play, you have Jalen Green and number 6 here. They just let this guy slip by them completely, and now they're just standing around guarding no one out here.